with another episode of Housing for Good as we talk about the intersection of real estate and community development, community activation. And we are here with the fabulous Kasandra Prieto. Did I say that properly?
Yes, you said it so great.
I've been practicing all week.
Have you practicing your rolling your R?
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to get this right.
That is wonderful. I don't hear it pronounced that way very often.
All right, good. So as I understand it, you're in real estate. Is that correct?
Yes.
Excuse me. Is that what brokerage are you with?
Coldwell Banker Realty.
And how long have you been over there?
I have been there going on a little over a year.
Okay.
At Coldwell.
Nice. And how long have you been in real estate altogether?
Going on 6 years.
Oh my gosh, 6 years. So I'm going to put 2018-ish. You've gone through some interesting times in this business.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of them, especially in such a short period of time. So many things have changed over the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I know we've talked in the past a little bit, but remind me, what did you do prior to real estate?
Yeah. So I actually was in the financial services industry.
Okay.
So I was extremely, I still am extremely passionate about life insurance.
Okay.
I believe everybody should have some. I don't have any kids, and I actively try to add. I believe that it's a income replacement. I believe in leaving a legacy. I believe in leaving those that you love and care for in hopefully a at least better place financially, if I'm not going to be around. And I did that. I was very passionate about that for about almost 4 years, I want to say, right before I went to real estate. Yeah.
So what was the transition then?
So the transition was I had a really hard time personally with the situation that happened, and my environment became an environment that I no longer wanted to be a part of. So I had a really, really hard time thinking I was going to move to a different company because I really believed in the specific product that I was selling or that I was offering. And as I started searching, I accidentally ran into real estate. And it's so interesting, Tom, because I hated real estate. Before going into real estate, I hated realtors. And
wow.
Watch what you say. Watch your words. Seriously.
Wow.
I did not like them. None of them had been nice to me. Maybe because I didn't qualify for a house. I don't know. But I hadn't had great encounters with real estate industry people in general. And so when I started searching, I ran into this gentleman, and he started asking me like, hey, like, do you think you would be interested in this? And he knew that I was actively seeing if I was going to do anything else. And then when he offered, I was like, I really don't like realtors. I don't know that I could see myself as one. And so I remember, and I'll never forget what he said to me. He said, Kasandra, if you feel like there's such a room for improvement in the real estate industry, why not come in and make a difference? Do you realize that this is people's biggest assets? Do you think you could make a difference in that? And that's what sold me, Tom, thinking that I could really come make a difference in the real estate world.
Well, have you?
I have.
Yeah?
I have. It's nothing that I ever imagined. Completely different. So I do try to be very open when someone asks me about real estate. Like, hey, I'm looking into it because I want the flexibility, because I want to be my own boss, because this, and then I had all of these ideas that weren't, I feel like real estate it's been harder for me than selling insurance, and not because of the sales piece. I feel like I'm an established individual with a reputation in town already, but I believe that I get so attached and emotionally with clients. I want them to have the absolute best experience, and it matters to me. So I make myself available sometimes, 7 days a week. But I think I really go above and beyond to try to make sure that they get the best experience. And real estate is very different than insurance, because in insurance, I meet you, we go out for lunch, we like each other, you write an application, and then I just wait, right? With real estate, you're my client 3 to 6 months, just depending on how fast we can get you in a house. I have to interact with you. I have to really make sure that, that first of all, do a consultation, make sure that you like me and that we are a really good match, that I really give you the information up front, because it's such an emotional process.
Yeah.
So it is so much more than I ever imagined. But I feel like the biggest thing that I've gotten out of being in real estate is the relationships and all the qualities that I've gained. Patience.
Well, I was going to say relationships. So you found some real estate agents you liked?
Oh.
Is that?
Let me say that. Yes, I have found a lot of real estate agents that I love. But I also feel like I understand now how real estate could be very heavy on individuals. Mm-hmm. I can see how people can carry that, and it could be very heavy on them. I think that in real estate, we tend to see the best in people, and sometimes the worst, right? It's an emotional buy. It's sometimes the biggest purchase that you ever make in your life. So, as you kind of navigate, you want to make sure that you are setting expectations, that you're giving people the best possible opportunity to navigate that the best way possible. And in my first year, I didn't know what I didn't know. So, you learn to give more and more and more information, even though maybe it's not necessary, but at least people have a big picture. And I could see how it's very heavy on some people. But yes, I have great relationships in real estate now.
There's only one real estate agent I like, and it's me.
No, I love a lot of real estate. There's so many of them that I've learned so much from.
Yeah.
I just needed to get in the world of real estate. Yeah.
I think that's interesting because it kind of leads into this concept of housing for good, getting into that world and understanding things differently. Because you've also been heavily involved with several projects of which we could probably spend all day talking about the various organizations you support. Yeah. But the one in particular that seems to be really driving you, at least since I've known you, is the Diaper Bank.
Yes, I absolutely love the Diaper Bank. I got involved with the Diaper Bank going on 4 years now. A really good friend of mine was the CEO at the time, and we had done a ton of networking in the past. And so he called me up and he said, Kasandra, I'm the CEO of the...
How do people call you up and get you into things?
I'm still learning to say no. That is...
Do you want to get into real estate? Sure.
I know.
You want to get into Diaper? Sure.
Hopefully that'll be the end. I think real estate is it for me. But Diaper Bank. So he said, I want you to come over. I want you to help us out with we really need help with our ambassador program. We need to get the word out there and all this. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, I think I could do this. I was like, whoa, hold up. I don't have kids. And my friend's name is Shannon. I was like, I don't have kids, Shannon. How could I be passionate about, if I'm going to get involved with something, I want to be passionate and truly be about it. I don't even have children to about diapers and stuff. And he's like, just come over. We'll give you a presentation. We'll show you. And if it's not, doesn't sit with you, that's fine. So they go over all of these different aspects that they touch, how they make a difference in the world. And really, diapers for babies, diapers for adults, which when you really think about that, it's more the integrity part of being an adult. And it doesn't mean that you have to be an elderly person, but incontinence, right? That's a huge issue for a lot of people. And just to think that some people are home and they don't leave their home because they don't have money for these products. And then that really got to me. And then also period products. So they do Period Poverty Month, and they have a big movement for that. But the thought of, and the presentation went over is, why your kids, your daughter's friend didn't go to school today is because her mother did not have money to pay for period products. And so she had to stay home. And there's this integrity part. And I just thought to myself, Tom, how blessed. We don't think of, we have the money to pay for these items. But that's not a luxury, right? I mean, these products are expensive. And just to think of kids not being able to, that right there is what I could truly identify with, as far as I could imagine. I could see myself going through a scenario like that. And I was like, okay, I can get behind this. I'm all in. And after that, we started the ambassador program. I'm a networker, so I just started inviting everybody and their mother. And so people was like, the Diaper Bank, what's up with that? And I'm like, just come, you're gonna love the presentation. I was really pumped. I was all in, and we did these little monthly gatherings for a while. And I mean, we got the word out there. Shannon did such a phenomenal job. And then eventually I became part of the board. And right now I'm the vice president for the governing board of the Diaper Bank.
And we talk about this in a lot of the episodes, and this is a lesson out there for some of the young agents as well. Don't do a good job, because then you'll end up on the board and you'll end up as a vice president. You're going to be in charge of stuff. Like,
Your voluntold.
just keep the bar low. Like, just show up and get some things done. But you start knocking it out of the park, next thing you know,
Oh my God.
you're in charge of
yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then this is the exciting thing.
Yes. I know where you're going.
Yes. Where am I going? Dancing with the Stars. Yes. That's when we first met. You were in training for Dancing with the Stars like a year ago, wasn't it? Or
Yes.
almost a year ago at this point?
Yeah, actually exactly just a year
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a wonderful experience. So I was like, as soon as they invited me, I was like, oh my God, me. Oh, I got so excited. I was like, I'm going to be a star. I love the cameras, you guys. I love, I think I should have been a TV person, but they invited me and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm ready for this. I could dance. And so I just committed immediately. I was like, this is great. And this is for such a great cause. I can get the work out there. I can have fun. I could, all this stuff. And then as soon as I sat with them, started going over, everything, all the details and the commitment. And I was like, yeah, I got this. And I started practicing time, and I realized, like, it dawned on me. So I love singing. I love performing. I can get on the mic, could be MC. I'm very outgoing. However, I never danced professionally. I did it. I barely know how to dance. I can just but like professionally dance, no. And so as I started practicing, I was like, oh, wow, like there was a lot of steps. And then the commitment.
It was a lot of steps. There's a lot of steps.
A lot of steps to the dance move we made.
Right.
But then also like all the I think we were practicing 2 to 3 times a week.
Wow.
And we're doing this for 3 months.
And then it's the same as the television show. You're paired with a professional dancer.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
So Dancing with the Stars, they have 10 different stars, and you're like people like me that know nothing about dance, and then you get paired up with a complete professional, and then they have a theme, and we dance to the theme. So we did Pirates of the Caribbean, which was wonderful, and it was a very heavy commitment. But the cool part is, guess what? I was talking about it all summer long. I was sharing it with everybody. It got the word out there, and we had 10 other people as well. It was just a beautiful, wonderful experience and all of this for such the great cause.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I love. And you can have a great time and you're contributing to this bigger thing outside of you.
Does the Diaper Bank, is this an annual thing that they do, or was this a one-time thing, or do you have other?
So they do this every year.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not certain how many years they've done it for, but it's been a while. Joseph Blair, do you know the name? He was in Dancing with the Stars
Yeah,
a while ago. Yeah.
He's another one of those individuals that has just sort of transcended his professional athlete career and has really given back to Tucson.
He really has. He's wonderful.
Question, this is probably one of the more important questions that we've asked on this show. Are there videos of you dancing? Where do we find? Is it on the Diaper Bank's website, or?
Follow me at Kasandra Prieto online, and you will find a ton. I recorded the experience, and I love capturing moments, but I don't know that they have them on a website.
Oh,
at
they
the
need to.
Diaper. Huh?
They need to. You could be using that
I'm
for.
gonna take note of that.
You could be using that for post marketing for years.
That
People would go over there, and you just put that on a little page with a donate button right at the bottom. You could
my
just keep sending people
gosh.
back there and say it's not too late to support.
That is such a great
There you
idea.
go.
Oh my God, thank you.
I know.
I don't even know if we have like a videographer for that, because we have a photographer, but I'm a lot more involved and on the committees this year for Dancing with Our Stars. So please, 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 if you are interested in going, please reach out to me. But I will definitely ask about potentially getting a videographer. I think that would be a great even promo for the future years, because we don't have that right now. It's been a well attended event for very
Yeah,
long time.
I saw videos of the event. Maybe it was just personal, like home videos or something. And there was a large crowd and an energetic crowd. Oh my
yeah.
gosh, they were having fun.
It's exciting. And you think about like I had a table full of all my friends and family. My mom came all the way up. I mean, from Douglas, 2 hours, but she doesn't come up here very often. So it was so cool. And my aunt came out from California. So it was so cool. And they were so excited, and it's Dancing with Our Stars. So it really pumps people up. It's like a beautiful experience. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you dance, right? Like, you could do really, really well. You can mess up. It's the cause. That's what makes it even better. That it's just you can't go wrong.
But it's about the cause. And this is one of those interviews that I kind of thought was going to go a slightly different direction, because you're involved with so many things.
Yeah.
We don't really have time to talk about it, but we need to get back and kind of dig in, because you have your fingers or your footprints on a lot of organizations. So I think the social media, you said, I think that's the best way to follow, and you'll see Care Fund, all these other things that you're doing.
Yes. So my name is Kasandra Prieto, and it's with a K and one S. And then on Instagram, you could find me as Prieto Real Estate. But if you just search for my name, it's going to be Kasandra with a K and one S.
And then the real estate, the community, that's all on one page. You can find it all together.
So if you look, I think that if you just Google me, I'm super active on social media. You can find me on LinkedIn. If you just put my name, you'll find me on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. What else? I'm missing one more. And YouTube. So I have a ton of videos. I have in everything that I'm involved in. You'll see something about it.
I think that makes you a great ambassador for these organizations. Even if you're just there for events, you get the word out very well. But we need to reschedule this for a Housing for Good Part 2.
Oh, yes.
And talk about all the other things that you're involved with. In the meantime, if you want to see any of these other Housing for Good videos, our website is housingforgood.com. We don't have a dedicated Facebook page yet, but the Mortgage Guidance Group puts this up, and we put it through our YouTube and available in other areas. But we're just blessed in Tucson to have very talented professional real estate agents who also care very much about our community. And I would imagine it's the same across the country, but I've just gotten to know over the last 25 years these real estate agents that are making a difference. And I think it's time that we just recognize that, as you said, it's a large investment we ask people to make.
Yeah.
And in exchange for that, you and others are doing a lot to make sure that investment is made in a community that is growing and thriving. And I think that's really good, and I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Tom. I really appreciate you having me. And I love talking about this stuff. So I feel like I recharged. You pumped me up for the day. I'm ready to go.
There we go. Let's go get it.